Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay, let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. Also, I'm opening up the competition to win a free personal reading from me. I'll let you know how to win that competition a little bit later on because some people are here for the reading only and not for the competition, and I don't like to waste time. So let us get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see at this time regarding love? What are they meant to be aware of? What are they meant to know? Can you please show them the way? What is going to occur for them regarding their love situation? Can you please help them see what they are meant to see at this time regarding love? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please show my beautiful Capricorn what to expect regarding a love situation? So we have the flowers, we have the woman, and we have the tower. Okay, firstly, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. The LENORMAND deck has a man and a woman in the deck, and it's all about being open to love. It's about romancing your life or taking action in some way. And looking at your cards, your first card is the tower. So some of you are feeling a little bit isolated. Perhaps you can't see how love is going to move into your life in some way. And the tower can also indicate that you are rebuilding. Some of you may have been shocked in love. You're definitely a changed person, whatever it is that you've gone through. It doesn't have to be that you were in a high-level commitment in the past that disappointed you, let you down, or broke your heart. It can indicate that you're someone who's had to be super independent and strong because life has taught you to be that warrior in life, and you need someone who is strong enough to walk by your side. So the tower, it's in your protagonist energy, so you're presenting as someone who is self-sufficient. You don't need anybody. However, you do want somebody, because the woman in the resistance position, it can indicate that, you have stopped really searching for love. You haven't been open to making love your priority recently because you've been focusing on your own needs. However, it's present, so it does mean that you do want to fall in love eventually. And with the flowers there, I do see some sort of event where you will be open to flirtations, okay? We will go to the Celtic cross just to see what is coming and whether this flirtation will turn into something a little bit more serious. But right now with the tower, and it's number 19. Number 19 is the sun energy. So some of you are going through a major awakening. The tower can also represent an epiphany, a realization, a rude awakening when it comes to love. Some of you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now, and you've been super busy, and you may have felt that you've been in a bit of a repetitive cycle. Whether that's in life, that you have lots of tasks and responsibilities to adhere to, or whether it's that you keep meeting a certain person or, maybe even different people, but the lesson is still the same. There still seems to be this repetitive cycle going on, and you're so over it. You're trying to break out of it right now. So, for example, some of you may meet a person and it just doesn't last very long, or it could be that you meet a person and, you are ending up trying to fix that person because they have addictions or insecurities or trust issues, and you're like, okay, you're a really nice person and you're there for a person, but you are learning that you are not someone else's emotional crutch all the time. It's wonderful to be supportive, but you deserve love and are lovable, and you also need to have your own needs met. So I feel some of you are focusing on your own needs right now. Some of you have shut yourself off from love in order to be a tower of power in your life, to focus on your projects, and basically getting your life together at this time. Now, of course, the tower energy can indicate that there has been some difficulties when it comes to love. You tend to stand out. People, they pay you a lot of attention. You may not notice that. I feel like you're always looking in the other direction when someone is looking at you, but I get this energy that, you tend to stand out from the crowd, but I feel like you've closed yourself off at this time in order to either rebuild. It doesn't have to be that you're rebuilding after a previous love experience. It could be that life has thrown you a bit of a curveball and you're just trying to get organized and focus on making your life secure right now. Some of you may be more focused on your home space, finding a place to live, or, basically creating stability in your life. But I feel with that tower there, some of you have really been shocked when it comes to love. You're a different person because of it. I feel like you're rebuilding. It's almost like you may have had a previous love experience where you felt it was, turning into something long-term, and suddenly the carpet was pulled from underneath your feet in some way and everything crumbled. A bit of a wake-up call, a rude awakening when it comes to love. But I feel it's really important to recognize that when a person is taken out of your life, it can be for a reason. And of course, we are directed towards someone else or onto a different path. Remember, rejection is protection and redirection towards something greater that is more enriching in life or more in alignment with your heart and your true life's purpose and mission. So, also the tower, and it's number 6 at the bottom there, this can indicate that, you've been conserving yourself for the one. So you're not really interested in anyone who sort of is only here for a season. You're looking for a person that has the same goals, belief system in life, and is looking in the same direction as you. And right now your attention is on building your life in the way that creates stability, but also you're working on the life that you aspire to. And it has to be a truly special person to really kind of like capture your attention and take your attention off those things that you're building at this time. Now, in the resistance position, we have the woman. So this can indicate that you have kept love at arm's length for a little while because it's in the resistance position, but it will go into the upright. So I feel like it's mainly that you haven't made love your priority at this time, but that is going to shift in terms of your focus. So I feel like you are getting ready to fall in love, and I also feel like you are starting to romance your life, okay? And what I mean by that is like do things for you, things that excite you, things that set your soul on fire, things that really feel good, self-care routines, because I feel some of you have been neglecting your own needs for a couple of years, and now you're really making you a priority, and that's why everything else is kind of like secondary at this moment in time. And for some of you, you feel that you have certain responsibilities that have restricted you from looking for love at this time. So, for example, you may have children, and although you still want to find love and have your needs met, you're making them a priority at this time as you guide them in life. For some of you, it could be that you are a carer looking after family, or perhaps you have built a cycle of repeat, a routine in your life that does not afford you the time to make love your priority. But I see with this card that it indicates that you are starting to realize that it's time to open yourself up to loving another. And I feel with the woman energy, this can indicate that some of you are starting to receive invitations or go out there, have fun, and just be open to love. Okay, so it will turn into the upright. Now we do have the flowers energy. It's number 9, so this can be hermit energy, spiritually evolving. You're learning to blossom because you've been through some very difficult experiences, and it's really interesting because of course, I'm seeing some flowers here, but in the water, I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. I'm seeing a thistle, okay? Very prominent flower that is very spiky, okay? So this can indicate that you've weathered some very difficult situations and you're thriving, you're still standing, and, you know, you are someone who is one tough cookie. And it could also indicate that you're about to meet someone who is very similar to you, had very similar experiences as you. I mean, the thistle can also be an indication of an element. So it could be that it represents a place in Scotland. You know, I think it's the Scottish flower. Yeah, I feel perhaps it is. So maybe the person you're about to meet has some sort of links to Scotland or has Scottish heritage in some way. So please take it as it resonates. But I feel more than anything, it's that you are learning to blossom, but you've been through some difficult experiences and you're protective, because a thistle is spiky for a reason. It tends to mean, you know, it's warding off anything that has the potential to hurt it. So I feel some of you have been in a very protective mode. The tower can also represent that, you know, you've been a bit of a homebody, you know, you are king or queen of your castle, and, you know, you've got into a cycle of comfort in your life that you've built for yourself and should be really proud of yourself. But also, when we have got into a cycle of comfort, it can indicate, well, you know, we get complacent. We start to think, okay, tomorrow we'll look for love, or tomorrow I'll do this thing. And tomorrow, of course, it never comes. There is only the present moment. So I feel some of you are promising yourself that you're going to come out of a cycle of repeat. Because if you're feeling stuck when it comes to love, because this card is really about you feeling a little bit isolated, a bit stuck, or there's no one really sparking your attention. They don't have that chemistry, that thing that you're looking for. And it can indicate that you're about to liberate yourself out of a very difficult or stagnant period in your dating cycle. And this is a card that indicates, you know, you are going to thrive when you decide to put yourself out there. They're also showing me, and by they I mean my guides, they're showing me flowers growing through concrete. Okay, so, you know, it indicates that when it's meant to be, nature finds a way. So if you feel it's really difficult right now to find a healthy, loving relationship, someone that you have chemistry with, that spark, that passion, it's going to happen no matter what. You know, no matter the difficult circumstances, no matter the excuses that we give ourselves in life, you know, love is going to happen, and sometimes it doesn't happen on our terms. It happens in divine timing. This card, it basically means that you're about to meet someone where there is romance, something that has the potential to grow into something really wonderful. But I feel like you are finding that joy and happiness within yourself first and learning to live in the moment. But also, this card indicates that you're going to be getting a lot of attention. And some of you may even go to an event or interesting, I'm being shown like a very large window right now with very sort of ornate sweeping curtains across either side. Feels very plush. Some of you may be literally, maybe even going to a castle for an event and a wedding or a birthday. Doesn't have to be that, but I'm trying to make the connection for why I'm seeing this. Could be that you're about to meet someone who goes on a date with you to a place that has very large windows with this sweeping curtain kind of effect going on either side. It feels very much like a heritage house. That could also be a restaurant, like fine dining, luxury hotel kind of feel. And I feel like this is either an event or an invitation that you get, but it could also be, you know, a date that will be organized when you meet a new person. Either way, you're going to meet someone, there's a flirtation, and I feel, you know, it could blossom into something really wonderful. But let's get to the Celtic Cross to see a little bit deeper, to see if it will. Thank you so much for it, guys. Oh, straight away. How would you like to receive? Okay, we got the 9 of Wands here. We've got the crossing card as the 6 of Cups. We have the King of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands, we have the Judgment card. So a lot of you have been put on pause in your dating life to focus on your life's purpose, to make some major lifestyle changes. So I feel like you've been focusing on that at this time. But also I feel, we've got the 7 of Cups there. We got the Three of Cups. So yeah, there is a lot of attention coming your way. Let's see if there's that one person. Yeah, there we are. You're about to meet your divine counterpart. And it's a very passionate, intense relationship. It's almost like power couple kind of energy going on there. We have the Four of Pentacles. And this is for keeps. This relationship is for keeps. So, very exciting. You're about to meet someone who's just as passionate about life as you are. And I feel with this Three of Cups, yeah, you're in a group setting. You know, so it could be an invitation. It's a place where you have fun, celebration. So it could be a wedding, could be a barbecue. It could be, you know, a birthday. It could be some sort of event. Could even be a feast date, or maybe it's a, you know, an event that you and your friends have booked. Three Cups tells me that you're going to be having fun when you meet this person. Okay, there's going to be a group setting, group situation. But let's get to your first card. We've got the Nine of Wands. You're feeling a little bit cautious. Now, this is the wounded warrior in life. This card indicates that some of you are, number one, uncertain about how love is going to come in. You just can't see it right now. You know, life has been a certain way for a long time, and you're feeling just a little bit stuck. Like there's no one out there, you know, there's no one worth allowing into your life, let's put it that way, because you do get a lot of attention. But with the Four of Pentacles, it tells me that you're looking for someone for the long term, someone who shares the same belief system as you, someone that you feel you can build a life with. And you may feel that although you've had attractions, flirtations, and people who are interested, you may be like, you don't see them as being your life partner. So the Nine of Wands indicates that, number one, you're being cautious about who you let into your life because you've built a life where there is peace, serenity, you're in control of certain things, and you just feel like you don't want anyone disrupting the flow of energy that you have created in your life right now. Also, the Nine of Wands can indicate that you're cautious because you've been hurt in the past. You've been burnt. Okay, so I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Some of you are healing. We have the Three of Swords there, which can indicate that you have been really broken in a previous experience and you've taken yourself out of the dating game in order to work on you, take care of yourself, and really, you know, focus on your own needs and just find peace of mind. So this can indicate that you've been going through a period of metamorphosis, of change. I really do get a sense here that you've changed and you've had a radical change. So it could be that you had a shock or you were going through something that has really made you change your life in some way. It doesn't have to be, you know, a previous love experience. It can be that you've had a personal revelation or you've had a personal shock in some way, or perhaps circumstances around you have felt very chaotic and you needed to sort of like buckle down and protect yourself, and you're just riding it out. But I feel, you know, you haven't given up on love, because this card indicates that you are just cautious before taking the next step. So it's like, what sort of person do I want? What sort of person do I not want? Where do I want to meet this person? What kind of values should they have? Or what kind of values do I have where I am looking for a certain person to join me in this journey of life? So I feel there's bigger questions going on here. But the Nine of Wands can also partner up with this card because it can indicate that you were taken unawares in an experience in the past. Either someone let you down, broke your heart, shocked you, surprised you, or you were building something with somebody and it all fell apart and you just had to let it go. And it's really hard to resolve those issues within ourselves because you may not want the person, okay? You don't want to reunite with the person. However, the experience can have really have a long-lasting effect, which influences how we operate in love going forward. So some of you are just trying to, ground yourself and take stock of life. What's crossing you? We've got the Six of Cups, memories of the past, nostalgia. Now, this can indicate that some of you have someone who wants to reunite with you. Someone who is yearning to be back in your arms, but you're triggered by their presence in your life because it reminds you of a time where they didn't show up for you, or they let you down, or you cannot trust them, and it may raise certain things within yourself. For some of you, it could raise insecurity, as I said, trust issues. For some of you, this person just has unrealistic expectations of just trying to walk back into your life without apologizing or without trying to work through the stuff. And you're just not about it. You're not allowing it to happen, because the Tower is like, you know what? You don't get access to me unless I put the drawbridge down, and that drawbridge is not down. So I feel a lot of you are being very discerning about the company that you keep right now. And that Six of Cups, you know, it can indicate that right now you're trying to romance your life. You're wondering if you will ever find a relationship that just feels free of baggage, you know, like first love. Well, you are. I definitely see that there is a very passionate, intense connection coming in, one that is sustainable, one that is proactive as well, you know, not someone who is going to sort of walk by your side and expect you to bring the magic or expect you to pay the bill, for example. This is you finding a love that is innocent and loving and loyal and balanced. There is reciprocity here. Whenever you get a Six of Cups, it means the universe is stepping in to offer you a gift of a relationship with a person who is going to respect you, your peace, and your past. So with that Six of Cups, I just want to pull a card on it for you, because it is in the resistance position. So it can indicate some of you are going to hear from someone in your past who wants to be part of your present. And the Judgment card is a card of second chances. So I see it's a potential, but looking at the Seven of Cups, this person, they're not capable of emotionally committing to a connection. They have commitment issues that they're still working through. And I feel like you're hesitant about getting into this as well, because you know their modus operandi, the way that they operate in a relationship. You know, it looks good to be with you. It feels good to be with you. And this person is missing those good times, okay? It's like you raise them up. You give them a little bit of an ego boost. With the Five of Cups, this person, they're not emotionally available to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire, okay? I feel like this person to you, whilst it is passionate and, you know, part of you is like, I knew you'd be back, not in an egotistical way, but in an attachment way. You know that this person is somehow going to reach out at some point, but I feel like you're going to try and turn your back on this because it just feels hard. It feels disappointing. This person let you down. You're almost like discouraged to connect to this because it didn't meet your expectation, but also I feel like you sacrifice a lot for this relationship, and you know, this person self-sabotaged, and I feel this person, they regret. There is an element this person regrets how they operated in the love relationship with you, and it's almost like they are going to try and come back on in. But looking at your energy, I mean, we've got the King of Wands here. So this indicates that you're being really proactive to search for someone who is going to meet your needs, but also is on the same vibrational wavelength as you. And I mean, I feel this person, they're showing up as a Six of Wands. So this can indicate that they like attention. You know, this person, they like successful people. Don't get me wrong, there's love here because the Five of Cups has shown up, but I feel there's just too much water under the bridge for you and this person to be reconnecting, because I feel part of you, it's like you can't go back to that because you may feel that they have the potential to let you down again, or basically I feel like you're opening yourself up to the universe and saying, okay, I trust the process, because the universe with that Queen of Wands is sending you a divine counterpart. Okay, this is a new person that you do not know. However, there is a past experience very strongly connected to you at this time. Now, either this means as we move into August, there's a Mercury retrograde, so you could hear from the past. That's what Mercury retrograde does. However, I feel like you're not about it. So I'm not really going to address it any further because I see that this person, they will come in strong, but I feel they will also withdraw again, and it will repeat a cycle. And I feel like you want to break out of this cycle right now. So I'm just going to move on from the energy. What is below you? We've got that King of Wands. So this is about you taking the initiative. You know, you've got the woman in the Lenormand deck in the resistance position. So this is about taking action, making love a priority, focusing on searching for love. But it's more than that. It's more about, you know, making love your priority and trusting in the process. So you don't have to go like searching for it, but I feel it's more about influencing your circumstances to put yourself in a position to, you know, bring a little bit more variety into your life. New places, new faces, new experiences, new adventures. And that's what your Seven of Cups is all about. It's like, let your imagination run wild. Focus on the things that really make yourself happy or set your soul on fire there. This is a card of being an influencer, being aligned with what it is that you want, and really choosing to take the first step on a journey of discovery. So I really feel here that you are building in confidence after a very difficult experience in your past. So bizarre. I'm being given I'm being given a song, but also a movie, Goldfinger. Okay, Goldfinger. Now that's obviously a Bond film. Okay, and Goldfinger. I mean, either this person loves Bond movies, or perhaps they're a performer or an actor, or maybe there's going to be a conversation about Bond, especially Goldfinger. I mean, it could be that this person that you meet, again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, it may mean that they are wearing a very large piece of gold jewelry on a finger, and it's like it almost takes over their whole finger. It could also be that it's a movie that's sort of being rerun just before you meet this person. I mean, that Bond, was it Sean Connery? I think it was Sean Connery that was in that Bond, and that actor was Scottish. So perhaps that's another indication that this person's got Scottish heritage in some way, or perhaps they've just been to Scotland, or maybe you have, maybe you live there, maybe this person lives there. I'm not really sure. There may be a connection. So please take it as it resonates. Sometimes these things, they may mean absolutely nothing, and then suddenly everything makes sense. Maybe listen out for that song as well, because it could be a strong indication that you're about to meet the person that you're meant to be with, okay? But that King of Wands is about influencing your circumstances and knowing what it is that you want, that you are taking charge of your life. You're someone who is very passionate, very bold, very daring. You happen to life. You don't just sit there and allow life to happen to you. And you need someone who walks by your side with the same level of strength and tenacity as you, so that life is interesting, that you feel that you have a team person with you, that, being in a relationship is a team. And I feel like you're looking for a team member, someone that, is your ride or die, someone who hasn't got fear to tell you how they feel, someone who shows up for you. And I feel that's the strength of person that you're about to meet right now, and it's not too far away, okay? Now, what's in the past position? We got the Three of Wands. So some of you, this is more about you aligning in harmony with your heart's desire. You're on the right path to meeting the one, but the Three of Wands can indicate that there's an event that you've been invited to that's a little bit further off, okay? Something that you're going to go to and that you're going to have a lot of fun at. So it could be someone's birthday, as I said, or a wedding, or maybe it's traveling. Three of Wands is a card of travel, but I feel it's more about you sort of anticipating, waiting for someone new, okay, in your life. But you're not just sitting by candlelight, darning your socks, waiting for a person to drop on by. I feel like you've been focusing on your life, accomplishing things, being really successful in your endeavors. But the Three of Wands, it can be the wait, okay? There's been a bit of a delay. Let me get my teeth back in my mouth there. There's been a bit of a delay, and I feel also that you are paying attention. You're keeping your eyes peeled, let's put it that way. You're observing who's about, and you may feel that there's been no one who's been sparking your attention, but that is all about to change, because I feel like you're making some major lifestyle changes for yourself. The Judgment card is the potential. So number one, of course, there's a potential to reunite with somebody. However, we've already discussed how that could go according to the energy that I'm feeling here. Remember, actions always speak louder than words. But moving on, the Judgment card is really about you understanding what you need to do. If you've been a bit of a homebody, being the king or queen of your castle and, being in hermit mode, then of course you know that it's time to make some changes where you allow yourself to be seen, to step into the spotlight, to peacock yourself in some way, whether that's to go to an invitation or get out there and enjoy hobbies or do something for you. Because remember, you are in an energy where you're focusing on your own needs at this time and rediscovering what you're capable of, but also reigniting a part of you that you feel like you've lost touch with. So I feel this is about you romancing your life or falling back in love with your life in some way. And the Judgment card is a rebirth. So it's like a regenerative energy, like suddenly, after a long period of time where you felt, you know what, I don't need anybody, or I don't want to be with anybody, or I'm all good by myself, or I've just got so much on, I'm not even bothered to look. Suddenly you're like, okay, I feel ready. I want to get out there. I want to see, new people. I want to flirt. I want to just feel really great about myself. And perhaps I'll meet the person that I'm meant to be with. So I really get this change of energy within you. And there's this renewal of having faith. I feel like you're choosing healthier options when it comes to life. And this card indicates that, you're being called forward to take action, because it is an opposing energy to influence your circumstances. So remember that we must be our own hero or heroine in our own life. You have learned to be very independent. You show up for yourself all the time. And now it's about, refocusing what's truly important for you and prioritizing your own needs. And remember, finding love is also an act of self-care. So I feel right now the Judgment card can also be that you're weighing up your options, looking at the invitations that really speak to you because you don't want to waste your time. Perhaps you're sorting through things in life and making sure that you are not too busy so that you can create space in your world for love. And for some of you, it is about you looking at an ex and the potential for someone new. Sometimes it's really hard to, and I don't see this too much from my beautiful Capricorns. Normally, when you decide that you have left somebody, you're not going back. Okay, but sometimes people are tempted, especially when they've been on their own for a while and there's no potential, or you can't see a potential of meeting someone new. When an ex returns, there is a temptation to return to something that seems familiar, and you almost feel like, this time I'm not going to have any attachments, it's going to be on my terms, but then you fall into the whole cycle of repeat. I see you not falling into that cycle of repeat. The Seven of Cups is you looking forward at your options. This is a card of indicating that you do have options. The Seven of Cups is really about choice, and it's really about you focusing on what it is that you want. But I really feel this is about you letting your imagination run wild, getting out there and experiencing the power of possibility and where it will take you. Because I feel that, there's going to be a lot of things that you want right now and a lot of events coming up, and you're going to see that you are going to have a lot of attention. The Seven of Cups can also indicate that some of you have to decide between love or single life. Okay, that's your choice, because some of you, especially since you are that independent tower of power, you may have a lot going on in your life right now and feel that, okay, it's nice to, be independent and have all this going on for myself and being successful, but also I want someone to share it with. But some of you may not want that. So it really is about what it is that you want right now. But this card is a little reminder, you can have it all. Okay, you don't have to choose. So I want you to be aware of that too. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. Three of Cups, go out there, have fun, let your hair down, share exciting times, joy with the people that you care about. If you haven't found your soul tribe just yet, because as we start to spiritually evolve, and you've been through a major awakening, our friendships start to change and evolve, and some people fall away. As you start to upgrade your life, you'll notice that people naturally fall away due to many different factors. It could be that you're relocating. It could be that they're jealous of your success and they cannot take it. Some people are just not capable of going the distance in life that you're going, or to the places that you're going. And it's a natural cycle of evolution. So if you haven't found your soul tribe just yet, know that you are about to discover those people in your life and build really deep, solid friendships. For some of you, this could be getting involved in the community, or connecting to hobbies, or basically just, finding things that bring you joy, whether that's, going to a sporting event or a festival or an art gallery, or whether it's like, rediscovering a hobby or a talent, or even, really looking at something new that makes you feel excited and that you're having fun. But the Three of Cups is basically about enjoying the moment, celebrating something. So I really feel that, this is people coming together to celebrate a win or a feast date, a birthday, a wedding, or something that you're invited to. So I do feel that there is a communal event where you're going to discover a new person. And here is that new person. We got the Queen of Wands there. Queen and King of Wands. This is you on the earthly plane at this moment in time. That's the position. So this indicates right now that you're attracting a soulmate, someone who is vibrationally matched with you, someone who's passionate, intense, someone who is fun to be with, someone who's actually very attractive, even though aesthetics, you know, they're not hugely important, but it's nice when you meet a person that you're physically attracted to as well as mentally and spiritually attracted to as well. The Queen of Wands indicates someone who is confident about themselves, but is also capable of a very deep connection and bond. This person, they're very creative, whoever this person is, and instantly you feel a spiritual connection with this person as well as a physical one, and I feel there's a spark, instant attraction with this person. And the spark is magnetic. There is like this intense magnetic pull or bond between you both, and you're meant to be together. You're meant to be with this person, okay? Also, I get this energy that this person's a great dancer. Okay, so if you're someone who doesn't like to dance, or you feel like you're not a great dancer, they bring you out of your shell. You two are really hot on the dance floor is what I'm being given. Or if you are the sort of person who's like, okay, I love dancing, but every time I meet a partner, they don't like dancing and I have to bring them out of their shell. You're meeting someone who's equally matched with you, and both of you get up on that dance floor and you're just having the time of your life. Okay, so I feel that's quite exciting there as well. This person, they like the finer things in life, and they bring a lot to the table of life and love. There's a big old adventure with you and this person. Now, the hope and the fear, we have the Three of Swords. You don't want to be hurt again. That's the fear. Some of you have been really broken in previous experiences, or maybe have had traumatic experiences in life, not just in love, and you're just hoping that life gets easier. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there. It is in the resistance position, so you read it in the upright as well as the reverse, which means a period of recovery, okay, and basically healing. And after a period of not having anything happen, suddenly there is change. So I feel, get ready for new love to come on in, because I feel that they're coming in quite soon. But also this card in this position, it can indicate that you're about to receive an apology from somebody who really regrets their actions, and we've already talked about that. But let me just pull a card on the Three of Swords, because part of you is like, is it going to be difficult to talk to this person? Some of you may be shy. I feel like you have been building in confidence, but with the right person, it feels organic and natural and exciting and electric, and that's how you're going to feel with this person. So let me just sort of pull a card and find out what this Three of Swords is about. It is in the hope and the fear position, so it can indicate that some of you want to heal something with a past person, but we've already talked about that. For some of you, it's that you're trying to heal from a past experience, and you just don't want love to hurt anymore, because some of you may have built this castle as a protective measure to protect yourself. But remember, when we build a wall, we're actually keeping true love out. So it's important to build a healthy boundary and not a brick wall, okay? So let me just pull a quick card on that. Whoa. Okay, so it's another three there. You've got a lot of threes. Three is the magic number, and you've got three of them there. You've got that Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. The Three of Wands indicates the wait is difficult, but also you may feel the sort of more you mature spiritually and the older you get, you may feel that there's less opportunity for you to meet a person, but that's not true at all. There is a sea of golden opportunity. That's literally what this card means. The sea there is gold. There are ships there coming in. There's a couple, but there's one big journey of love coming in. So I feel like you have options. There's going to be a couple of flirtations before you meet this person. But when you meet this person, this new person, it just changes your world, okay? I'm just going to go one more. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know about this Three of Swords? The Five of Wands. You don't really want anyone to challenge the peaceful sort of lifestyle that you've created for yourself. You want someone who challenges you in an exciting way. I feel like you have been in training to meet the one, spiritually evolving. But also I feel you may have met people in the past who brought a lot of drama to your door and you're just so over it, okay? Also, I have to acknowledge that the Five of Wands in this position can also indicate some of you want to resolve a problem or an issue with someone else from your past, someone that you got history with. So I feel the choice is yours. Everyone has free will, but the majority energy that I see is you finding someone new, and it is for keeps. This Four of Pentacles indicates long-term security, but also a Four of Pentacles comes with a cautionary tale. If you're really busy or you've built like a big old tower around yourself, protecting yourself, are you allowing life to pass you by in some area? Because this is a period of acknowledging that you need to open yourself up to a little bit more fun, spontaneity, and easier said than done, I know. Life is super hard. We got to pay bills, we got to do jobs, we got to look after our families. There's a lot going on, and you should be really proud of yourself that you're doing a really great job and you're showing up for yourself. But also remember that your own needs need to be met as well. So if you can find an opportunity to get out of your usual parameters and take a leap of faith, then I feel it'll be very rewarding for you, because the Four of Pentacles, it means a secure relationship, someone you can depend upon, someone that you'll build a foundation with. But also it's like allow yourself to let your hair down and have fun there as well, okay? Now I'm just going to go get some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Four of Pentacles can also indicate don't hang on to anything that doesn't feel good. And that includes a person or a situation. So I'm just going to get some final cards here to close your reading. Now, if you would like to enter the free competition to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is find a moment of quietness to play a song called You're the Voice by John Farnham. Now, as you listen to that song, write in the comment section below, I stand strong with an attitude of gratitude. Music, it raises vibrations. And since we're currently in a very critical point in the world, playing a song that raises vibrations is very, very important, okay? Now, of course, if you don't like the song that my guides have offered me for this reading, then please choose one that resonates with you more. The effect shall be the same, but please, if you do get an opportunity to listen to the song, it may not be everyone's tastes. I mean, it's a great song. It's not my usual typical type of music, but I can see the value in it and it's brilliant. So do listen to it at some point if you can, but if you don't like the song, then please choose one that's more in alignment with you. And my guides will point me to a subscriber to win the free personal reading. Keep those notification bells on because I will announce the competition winner at the end of the month. Okay, your final card is the soulmate card. So this is a strong indication that the one is headed in your direction. Now, you could have got any card, okay? It's just a case of everything aligning. I mean, there's the donut, which is instant gratification, something that's not really good for you, but it's tempting and it tastes good at the time. However, it leads to regret later on. So, you could have got any card, but you got the soulmate card, which indicates that this new person who comes in, you will spend your life with this person. It says here, this connection involves a close friend, romantic partner, or tribe. I really feel an energy that you're going to be with good people having fun when you meet this new person. It says twin flame bond or soul family. Now, I don't feel it's a twin flame. I got to be honest. I feel it's more a soulmate that's coming in. And, a twin flame is something totally different altogether. Someone who comes with a lot of baggage, insecurity, trust issues, things that need to be resolved before you can come together in a union. So perhaps some of you are letting go of a twin flame in order to embrace a soulmate because the journey has been too difficult. But please take it as it resonates. What I see here is a new love coming in for you, and it's going to be so rewarding, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune. Oh, we've only got one, and it is happy. You just want to be happy, and you will be happy. And I feel like you recognize that happiness comes from within. Happiness is not outside ourselves. We all know that we could be in a relationship with a person and still be unhappy, right? So happiness comes from within. And this new person who is coming into your life, they are a welcome addition to your life. And I see that happy ever after for you there as well, okay? Now I'll leave that there, and I hope something resonates. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.